The Badminton World Federation just updated the Badminton World Rankings, which were frozen for a whole year. This comes just after the World Tour Finals, which finished at the end of January. The way the Badminton Rankings work is that players get points which are calculated by how well they do in the tournaments they play. Here you can see a table which shows this. For higher level tournaments, players earn more points. For example, the World Tour Finals is a level 1 event. This means the winner receives 12,000 points, second place gets 10,200, third and fourth get 8,400, etc. For lower level events, players earn less points. The new rankings include the points received from the players in the recent tournaments. Of course, some of the players did not play in these tournaments, meaning their rankings might have gone down. Let's first look at the men's singles. Kenta Momota remains as the world #1 player, which I think is fair. I do think if they played against each other right now, Victor Axelsen would win just because of how active he has been, and he's playing amazingly well. Also, Kenta Momota has just came back from a really long injury and hasn't been competing at the top level. But you have to remember just how good Kenta Momota was before his injury. He was winning tournaments in almost every event he entered. In 2021 we will definitely see some amazing games between the two of them. Victor Axelsen has went up 2 rankings, which is fully deserved. He has beaten Chao Tien-chen in many occasions, and his results have been really consistent. Anders Antonsen stayed at rank 3, which was mainly due to him winning the World Tour Finals, but I do think that he does deserve to be at that rank. You also have Wang Suwei, who has jumped 4 ranking spots to get into 9th. I agree with this position since Li Zijia has been looking surprisingly poor in 2021 so far. Wang Suwei has also been putting in some great performances. I don't think there is much between him and Shi Yuqi from China, or even some of the other players ranked above him. 2 other players who have shot up the rankings are Lee Chek-yu from Hong Kong and Vittinghus from Denmark. I've been watching Lee Chek-yu for a while now, and he is so explosive and has some amazing attacking smashes and slice shots. He is definitely getting a lot better, and his ranking has gone up a lot in the past few years. Vittinghus played amazing to get second place in the Thailand Open, which gave him 10,200 points, which moved him up 13 places in the rankings. In the men's doubles, in the top 10, the only real massive change has been that Li Yang and Wang Qilin have gone up 4 places in the rankings. This is due to how well they performed in Thailand. They won all 3 of the tournaments, which is insane. They definitely deserve to move right up the rankings, and I think 3rd place is fair for them. Some of the rankings I don't agree with at the moment though, and one of them in my opinion is Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe should definitely be higher than 6th in the world. I think they are easily a top 3 men's doubles pair. I would swap them around with Hendra Setiawan and Mohamed Hassan. I don't think Setiawan and Hassan are the 2nd best men's doubles pair right now, and you have to remember that Endo and Watanabe won the Yonex All England back in 2020, the last tournament they played in. I would also say that Fajar Alfian and Rian Ardianto deserve to be ranked lower as well. Currently I wouldn't say they are a top 10 pair. They really underperformed in Thailand and didn't look good at all. However, I do understand players can have bad events and tournaments, so this might have been the case with them. One pair that went up 8 ranking spots are the English pair Ben Lane and Shaw Mendy, who played really well in Thailand and upset a lot of pairs ranked higher than them. It will be interesting to see if they can keep up their great form in 2021. Moving on to the mixed doubles, and I agree with most of the top 10 here. It's good to see that Dechapol Puavanarukro and Sapsari Teratanache are now in the top 2. They could definitely get to rank 1 this year. Zheng Siwei and Huang Yizhong from China remain as world #1s. Mixed doubles will definitely be very good to watch once we see all of the top Chinese pairs. I'm also looking forward to watching how well Yuta Watanabe and Harisa Higashina will do once they compete again. How well will they play against pairs at a similar ranking to them? Si Seung Jae and Che Yu Zheng have been playing excellently too and are now ranked 5th in the world. It's good to see that Tom Jekyll and Delphine Deroux from France went up 3 rankings to now being 13th. I even think if they keep up their form, their ranking will go up even more. I have been really impressed by them. In my opinion, the top 5 women's singles players will be the most competitive out of any of their categories in 2021. We saw this in Thailand with how close the games were with Tai Tzu-Ying and Carolina Marin. Therefore, when you add in Chen Yufei as well as Nozomi Okuhara and Akana Yamaguchi, the competition is going to be so high. Any of these players can beat each other on their day. It's so hard to predict, and that's what makes it really exciting. It's good to see that Carolina Marin moved up 2 spaces in the rankings, since she is looking to be in amazing form right now. You even have Ratchanok Intanon, who is a top women's singles player, in there at the 6th rank. Another amazing women's singles player is An-Si Young from Korea, who is still really young at 18 years of age. She's been playing at such a high level now, and a player who I think will break into the top 5 women's singles players in the next few years. The women's singles is such a stacked category. You can also see that from Denmark, Mia Bletchfield has moved up 4 spaces to 12th in the world, another player who seems to be improving a lot lately. Finally, the women's doubles, and here you can see the rankings haven't changed that much, considering 3 out of the top 5 pairs didn't compete in Thailand. Both the top Korean pairs, Lee and Shin, as well as Kim and Kong, look to be playing really well, and there is nothing between the 2 pairs, hence why they are ranked 4th and 5th. How will they match up though against the Japanese and Chinese pairs? I think here in the women's doubles we could see quite a lot of change with the rankings in 2021, just because of how close their points are to each other. I would predict that we might see one of the Korean pairs break into the top 3 ranking spaces. These top 5 pairs, like the women's singles, will also be extremely competitive, and to be honest, I don't think there is much to separate them. One notable change in the rankings is that Chow and Lee from Malaysia jumped up 4 spaces to get into the top 10. This was because of their consistent form in Thailand, where they reached 2 semi-finals. I wonder if they will be able to stay at that level with a greater competition in the women's doubles when everyone is competing again. That's my breakdown of the updated badminton rankings for 2021. Do you agree with the rankings, or do you think that some of them are not right for the current form of the players? It makes it hard to correctly place them, knowing that a lot of the players haven't competed yet. If you haven't already, I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel to see more badminton videos. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day.